I am free, and that is why I am lost. I usually solve problems by letting them devour me. I am a cage, in search of a bird. Isolation is a way to know ourselves. All language is but a poor translation. Nothing is as deceptive as a photograph. Everything that you love, you will eventually lose, but in the end, love will return in a different form. I write differently from what I speak differently from what I think differently from the way I ought to think, and so it all proceeds into deepest darkness. I cannot make you understand. I cannot make anyone understand what is happening inside me. I cannot even explain it to myself. It's only because of their stupidity that they're able to be so sure of themselves. Only the moment counts. It determines life. Just because your doctor has a name for your condition, doesn't mean he knows what it is. You can choose to be free, but it's the last decision you'll ever make. There are some things one can only achieve by a deliberate leap in the opposite direction. I do not see the world at all, I invent it. I no longer know if I wish to drown myself in love, vodka, or the sea. From a certain point onward there is no longer any turning back. That is the point that must be reached. The meaning of life is that it stops. Don't bend, don't water it down, don't try to make it logical, don't edit your own soul according to the fashion. Rather, follow your most intense obsessions mercilessly. Anybody who preserves the ability to recognize beauty will never get old. Start with what is right rather than what is acceptable. Do not waste your time looking for an obstacle, maybe there is none. I have no memory for things I have learned, nor things I have read, nor things experienced or heard. Neither for people nor events, I feel that I have experienced nothing, learned nothing, that I actually know less than the average schoolboy, and that what I do know is superficial, and that every second question is beyond me. I am incapable of thinking deliberately, my thoughts run into a wall. I can grasp the essence of things in isolation, but I am quite incapable of coherent, unbroken thinking. I can't even tell a story properly, in fact, I can scarcely talk. Paths are made by walking. They're talking about things of which they don't have the slightest understanding, anyway. It's only because of their stupidity that they're able to be so sure of themselves. If you find someone who makes you smile, who checks up on you often to see if you're okay, who watches out for you and wants the best for you, who loves and respects you, don't let them go. People like that are hard to find.